NFC East tilt right off the bat between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. At the beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Number 21, Todd.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And now the first NFL carry for the former Georgia star, DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift, the ball carrier.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the...
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Throwing is Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 7th season in the NFL, it's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Number 20.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Carr completes it. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll find Parker again, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Carr going with a screen for Murray. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's another Patriots.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it.
And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Travis Kelce.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Miami.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete. A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Carr's pass intended for
Here's Jordan Berry now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Roughing the passer, defense. Unbelievable.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
That That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Claypool. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England trying to get to place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second and 11 now. Carr eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, we gonna do what we do. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
At the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Second and 7.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing his Carr on third down. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
46-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. returns, hands to Murray. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
On second down, it's Murray, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Parker there to make the grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number one. Looking deep for Julio.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Jason Sanders.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Murray. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw on third down. Carr taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Carr. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there with a nice pickup.
Wide open receiver complete. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of this.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Derek Carr sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
To try again after the sack. Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Miami.
On first down, it's Gurley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
on 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, that'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jones. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times we've seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. That was good for 16, and the drive will continue. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Carr over the middle to Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They go with Murray again. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 8.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Dolphins 14, Patriots 10.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And the Dolphins are going to recover.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Come on, set the tone. You better do something.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10.
And all the way in for a
Miami touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Jason Sanders.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
To kick off for Miami.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
He'll take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Roughing the passer defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now Wilson. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
New England on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A good pick up there, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Wilson. It's caught. Jones. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to number 11.
Julio Jones. 61 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Defense.
Come on, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Carr. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. This goes out right to Doyle. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
4 yards.
From the gun, Carr.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
A.J. Terrell.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 31-yard line.
Miami set to take over, and this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Swift. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Dolphins, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
someone put